Was Liz Truss right?
Liz Truss was just a terrible politician. I liked some of her ideas when she became Prime Minister, but she either implemented them incorrectly, or they were sabotaged. Either way, she should have done better. She should have known they were going to be sabotaged and still managed to get them through, or she should have known the way I presented them is really poor, I need to do better. So either way, I do believe Premiership was sabotaged.
Yeah.
But either way...
This is what's being said now, isn't it? Like what she's saying, big state sabotaged her Premiership, basically. The big financial institutions, the big elite organisations deliberately sabotaged her.
And because she was a weak leader, she allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
She should have known that was going to happen.
Yeah.
She's suddenly becomes Prime Minister. She's been in politics nearly all her life, top of politics for many years. She must know how it works. She must know that her policies are not popular in certain sectors. She should have done deals with those sectors. She should have threatened those sectors.
Yes.
And she should have announced policies that would damage the financial institutions.
So what you're saying here, she didn't do the political, commercial investigation or approach to allow her policies to be accepted. And I get that, and that means she's a bad politician. I think what I'm saying is, were her policies what she wanted to do? Were they right? Because this is now what people are saying. Yeah. They're saying actually this idea of lowering taxes, about stimulating growth or whatever, given where we are as a country now, was actually the government is trying to now in their kind of twilight crappy years, they're now trying to do what she did. Yeah. So I'm asking the question, regardless of her political naivety, were the policies she wanted to implement right, in your opinion?
I don't know all the policies, but the ones I remember, they were right, and they'd been right for the last 14 years of the Tory government, and no one had implemented them, or wanted to implement them.
Yeah.
They're grasping on them now because they've run out of ideas and they know they're dying.
Yeah.
So a dying man will grasp anything when he's going under for the third time.
Yeah.
Even her policies I didn't think were good enough, but they were the best things we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
She didn't have the charisma to pull it off. I mean, Boris had the charisma to pull it off, but Boris really wasn't a conservative. He's the reason why we've got this mass immigration problem at the moment, still increasing because of his policies. He didn't conserve anything. He was a liberal, basically. Liz Truss used to be a Liberal Democrat.
Yeah.
There's videos of her online when she was 20-something speaking at Liberal Democrat conferences. So, she's that way inclined herself. I just think the Tory party has a lack of Tories in it. Hardly anybody in it that I can see is a Tory, going back 20, 30 years of the meaning of the word.
I think they've said that, haven't they now? They're now saying what's happened is it was diluted by the SNP, the SDP, or whatever, all these politicians came in from other parties and diluted the essence of conservatism. And what Liz Truss was trying to do in one fell swoop was basically reinvigorate that. And there was just the party itself is no longer a conservative party, so they rejected that. They
did, but then she resigned.
Yeah.
What she should have went was, you're going to drag me out of here in a box.
Yeah.
I ain't changing. That Thatcher said, the lady's not for turning.
Yeah.
She lost her bottle and she cowered. She sacked her Chancellor, and once she sacked Kwasi Kwarteng, she was over.
Yeah.
Once you start throwing people under the bus, it's that appeasement again.
Yeah.
Eventually, the crocodile, it gets to you eventually.
Yeah.
So she was done then. She never should have sacked him. She should have said to them, no, we're going to go through hard times as ex-government. You're going to hate me, but keep looking at the polls, looking at the polls. And she should have been an iron lady, but she wasn't, because she wasn't a true leader, and she capitulated.
Yeah. And Kwasi Kwarteng is probably the most highly qualified and intelligent Chancellor Exchequer we've had in decades. He's like a double first in economics at Oxford. He's got all sorts of academic. I mean, he's a phenomenal brain, that guy. and I suspect that his policies were probably pretty sound, basically. But you're right, she threw him under the bus as well. Yeah. So we actually had a really powerful person in that role, because a lot of them barely qualified to run these.
She should have played the race card.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't like my policies, financial policies, is because the Chancellor of the Exchequer is black.
Yes.
That's why you don't like it. She should have played the race card on him and watched all these upper middle class millionaires go, oh Jesus. That's what she should have done. She should have played their game. But she didn't have the bottle, the backbone, or the skills. It's a shame.
Yeah. I think it's quite interesting because it's re-emerging now in the papers about Liz Truss, and I was quite interested to see that actually people are saying actually she had the right idea, it just was delivered, as you say, in the wrong way.
If you like that video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and comment. And if you like what I'm saying about running for Mayor of Greater Manchester, then stick around, tell your family, tell your friends. The only way I'm going to have a chance of winning is a grassroots movement, so be part of that movement and hit that bell. Thanks.